All right, guys. So if you can, wherever you are, find a comfortable position. I will invite you, if you have your cell phone with you, just take it out of your pocket, turn it upside down, put it on silent. Just give yourself the gift of having one less distraction. Go ahead and shut down your email if you can, or any other browsers or windows that are up. Just one less thing. I was reminded by Roel Snyder, who has helped us facilitate before, that the world will go on without us for 30 minutes. And maybe it'll even be a gift to give yourself a little bit of a chance to unplug from something. So go ahead and if you're sitting on the floor or in a chair, whatever works for you, just put both feet on the floor, uncross your legs. I like to encourage people to roll their shoulders up, back, and down. You might want to do that a few times just to help your back get in a more neutral posture. And we're going to be focusing today on a mindfulness meditation for anxiety. So whether you're having an anxious day, or you tend towards anxiety like I do, or there's a lot on your mind or on your heart, wherever you may be, or maybe you don't struggle with anxiety, but however you are today, this is what we're focusing on. So let's just see how it is for where you're at. So again, sitting, we want an upright posture that's not too rigid, not too slouched, but something that maybe feels dignified. So again, rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. And if you're comfortable, you can take the camera off of yourself if that's a distraction, or leave it on, but go ahead and just allow your eyes to fall or focus on a spot just a little bit in front of you. If you have any tight clothing or anything right now that's really uncomfortable, just see if you can adjust briefly. And just notice the rhythm of your own body sitting here. Maybe starting with a few slow, deep breaths in and out. Just trying to slow down your natural rhythm a little bit. Some of you might remember Kathy, who facilitated a few weeks ago, challenging us to follow the inhale and the exhale in the rhythm of circle. So starting as if we were at the top of a clock at 12, breathing in, and the clock goes down to the 6, and then breathing out, the clock goes up to the 12, like the clock hand, just trying to help your inhale and exhale equalize and slow down. And as you sit here, go ahead and let your breath return to a little natural state, still trying to help it be a little bit slower. And gradually notice the stillness of your body in this moment. Relaxing your stomach, your chest, and your shoulders. Seeing if you can follow the image of your breath as you breathe in, filling up your diaphragm, and then breathe out. And see if you can, on your next exhale, notice a sensation of calmness as you breathe out. Maybe even imagining a tiny bit of release on your exhale, a little bit of stress maybe leaving your body. And just notice what it's like to be still. And as you breathe in and breathe out, see if you can, as best as you can, Notice any thoughts or feelings that you have. Noticing does not mean solving, fixing, avoiding. But see if you can observe some of the thoughts rolling around in your mind, or the feelings that you're carrying with you in your body. And as we do this, you might start to worry about the future or think about the past. It's normal for our minds to wonder. Some of our feelings and our thoughts might actually be distressing. See if you can, again, as best as you can, observe and not judge. Maybe making note of the thought or the feeling and what it is. Maybe you're worried about an upcoming date on the calendar, or you've thought about a conversation that didn't go well. If a negative thought or feeling grabs your attention, make note of it and then return to focusing on your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Again, making note of whatever distractions come up, as they will, but then returning your focus gently and firmly back to the rhythm of your own breath. It's natural for our minds to wander to social performance fears. Let's see if we can try to not be critical of ourselves in this moment. Instead, notice the thought or feeling that arises, but don't follow it. And try not to let your mind pursue it. Consider if you can recognize the thought or the feeling that comes up, that it's simply a thought. It's what your mind does. Not all of our thoughts are true. You can notice the thought, and then you can practice letting it go, even if briefly. In the same way, you can recognize your feelings, that they are simply a feeling. It's part of our human experience to have those responses and reactions. Can you notice the feelings coming up? And then practice maybe letting them go. And if at any point you find yourself lost or distracted, thinking about something else during this exercise, just notice it and then come back to my voice, come back to your breath, knowing that it's okay, that you're okay, and that you can again choose to commit to being here now. And now I'll invite you to picture yourself in a warm place, or maybe there's some water. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye a refreshing breeze that's blowing in, and imagine your body feeling relaxed. Imagine your thoughts and feelings are like the wind blowing or the waves rolling. And continue with your breathing, that steady inhale, followed by the steady exhale. Letting everything become the wind and the waves. Feel how the waves come and go. You remain calm and let your thoughts move and change as you breathe. And now I'll invite you to intentionally bring to mind a situation that maybe makes you uncomfortable or scared or anxious or even fearful. Maybe imagine yourself giving a speech or handling a difficult situation. talking with others who maybe don't agree with you on something that's really important to you. And just for a moment, sit with some of these uncomfortable thoughts and feelings that this situation brings. And see if you can, even for a moment, let them be without resisting. Can you keep breathing? Could we consider how even with something distressing, that we can still have our breath, that steady anchor? Could some of our thoughts and feelings change or gradually dissolve? Resistance often can make the distress stay in our minds or in our bodies or grow. And sometimes acceptance can allow some negativity to dissipate. Can there be an openness? Even in the discomfort. And at any point, if this feels like too much for you or triggering, come back to your breath and that slow, steady rhythm. Especially with situations that are distressing or cause us emotional reactions, we might experience some anxiety. It may be impossible for all the anxiety to completely disappear. Instead of resisting, could we learn to welcome some of our thoughts and feelings? Accept them for what they are, and then maybe feel how they dissipate or float away like the waves or the wind. The same principle can be applied to moments of joy or happiness during our day. That might fade or dissipate or float away, but can we grab a hold of it, notice it in the moment, really letting it enter into our awareness? And in these last few moments, again, just see if you can feel that rhythm of your breath. Similar to how waves come and go. Remaining calm, letting your thoughts move and change as you breathe. Just as we started, I'll invite you to take a few slow, deep breaths, feeling that pause between the inhale and exhale, and between the exhale and inhale. Just soaking up these last few moments of stillness, what it's like to pause in your day. Go ahead and feel your feet on the floor. Be paying attention to a few other senses or physical sensations in your body. Begin to move a little bit, and then when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the room.